if you don't know where to begin, better ask when.
Shane, very good to see you. We are talking about the retirement red zone today. 5 money moves to make before you hit that zone. It's generally considered the 3 to 7 years before you retire. It's a critical time when investment decisions and market fluctuations can have a significant impact on your financial future. So the first step is to define your budget and expenses. And only 40% of people have ever calculated what they'll need to live on in retirement.
It's a tough thing to do. It's not always fun to see where the money's going, how much you're spending on this, on this and that. It's tough to do, right? But without an accurate image of your expenses, it's really hard to set up a plan for the future. And when you're in this time, this 7 to 5 years before retirement, that retirement red zone, you don't have time to recover from mistakes. And that's when it's really time to make sure you get it right on the first go.
Mm-hmm. And next, you have to define all those sources of guaranteed income.
So you'll have Social Security, right? That's a guaranteed source of income. But then do you have a pension? Do you have an annuity? Do you have another stream of guaranteed income? And if you don't, if Social Security is the only one, that's okay. But you might want to consider building additional legs of guaranteed income or paychecks to help cover your expenses in retirement. And that's a great way to build yourself up, prop yourself up rather, for your 20, 30-year long period of retirement.
Mm-hmm. And that brings us perfectly to step number 3. When you know your expenses and you know your guaranteed sources of income, whatever that discrepancy is, you need to build an income plan to bridge the gap there.
Exactly. You got to make sure you have enough money to live through retirement, right? And without that paycheck coming in, it's tough to get yourself all the way to your retirement destination. So if you say, hey, I'm $2,000 a month short, but I've got a big IRA over here, how do I build an income plan from this IRA to fund that gap? And if you don't like the way it looks coming from the market, there's other tools out there, other instruments that you can use to bring in guarantees and allow you to have the peace of mind to know that you can spend through all that money, but also never really run out of a paycheck, always have cash flow. And that's what people always seem to want, is cash flow. It seems to be what makes people happier than having big assets that they're watching or maybe even afraid to spend through.
Absolutely. And then next, you need to optimize that guaranteed income, especially Social Security. And this is something you specialize in.
It is. And you got to make sure you do it right the first time again, because there's lots of things you can do. Spousal benefits. Do I start now? Do I start later? How do I optimize what I'm doing with Social Security? Because little tweaks can make pretty big changes in the long-term full lifetime amount that you pull out or a couple pulls out from the system. And you want to make sure you get as much into your household as you possibly can. So you want to work with someone that's experienced with that so you get it right the first time.
Yeah, that is a very important financial decision. And then last, consider taxes, which will be one of your biggest expenses in retirement, but you can take action now, which will save you thousands down the road.
You certainly can. Take action now to start affecting your own future taxation, because the IRS is not going to share with you any tips to get your money into tax-free vehicles, for example. And if you start moving toward tax-free now, the sooner the better, the longer your money will have to live and grow inside of a tax-free world. That's just one example of ways you can go about starting to affect your own taxation.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's good to know as we creep up or are in the retirement red zone, there are steps we can take to make it less stressful, make sure our nest egg lasts. Shane, if somebody wants to talk through any of these strategies, what's the best way to reach you?
Best way to reach us is here at our office. Give us a call on the phone. 602-456-1928 is our office line here, or visit our website, winstonandcompanies.com.
Great. Shane, thank you.
Thanks, Erin.
Got a plan for your retirement, 'cause you know it's just down the road. But if you don't know where to begin, better ask when.